In this video, we will discuss inventory slip number function. By using the inventory slip number function, you'll be able to give a specific number to each inventory slip, and you'll be able to search and sort slips by their numbers. And you can also print the numbers out in inventory printouts. So if you need to manage inventory slips by their own identification number, you can follow the procedure of this video. Basically, it is not a must to use this function because once you have entered slips in each inventory input menu, the program will give a unique number to each slip, which consists of the slip date plus number of order. For example, if you entered 2 slips on February 5th, then the first one will be marked with 1, and the second one will be marked with 2 at the end. However, if you need to use another numbering system, you can use inventory slip number function, and you'll be able to use your company's own slip number system in addition to the default slip number. In order to use this function, you need to go through 2 steps. The first step is to add the input field for numbering to each input menu's screen template. And the next step is to set up the variables for generating slip numbers. So for the first step, you can either use input screen setting to individually apply the input field to each menu, or you can use batch apply input screen function, and we will look at the 2 ways in order. So let's look at the individual setting through Inventory 1, Sales, New Sales input screen. Click Option at the top right, Input Screen Setting. Add a new template, or you can click on an existing one. And FYI, if the default template does not have the input field for inventory number, then you will not be able to add the field to any other template. So the default template goes the first. So if it's the first time that you start to use this function, please click on the default input screen template. Hover over an existing field at the top and click Add. Add Sales Number field and save the template. So this is how you can individually add inventory number field to each menu. And for the other inventory menus as well, you can do the same way. On the other hand, you can do a batch setting to all input menus of Inventory 1 module through User Customization, Configuration, Function Setup, Inventory tab. At the bottom section, Batch Apply Input Screen function. Click Inventory Number, and then all inventory menus will be listed. If you will apply the inventory number field to a menu, for example, check Display option next to the menu. And you can also edit the field's display name. And in Apply Template column, you can set whether to add this field to all templates of the menu, or whether to add to only selected ones. And you can batch apply the same value to all the selected menus by using the drop box at the top. For example, select Display option and check Display, and select all menus at the bottom and click Apply on the right. Then the setting that you selected will be applied to all the selected menus below. and you can click Save to finish. And once you have completed the batch settings, you will find the inventory number input field in any inventory menu. So let's go to new sales order, for example. So at the top area, you can find the field. And once you have completed the first step, which is to add the field, either through individual input screen setting or through batch apply input screen function, then you will be able to move to the second step, which is to set up the variables for number generation. In order to do so, you need to first enter the input screen setting window of the corresponding template. In template setup window, hover over the inventory number field and click Setup. In Default section at the bottom, click the value and you will see the same window as the accounting slip number settings window. In the pop-up window, you can set input method, creation method, and creation trigger. For input method, you can choose between set manually and auto number option. Set manually option will require the user to manually enter a number when the user enters a slip, or it will require to manually check the number that the program has generated and use the number. On the other hand, auto number option will disable the field until you click Save button. And then at the point you click Save button, the program will automatically generate a number, and the user will not be able to modify the number even after saving the slip. And next, in creation method section, you can choose between preset variable and random number. If you choose random number, the program will generate random slip numbers with numeric characters. And if you select preset variable, you can set up the variables for generation. And just like you do template setup, you can hover over each field and add or hide fields. For example, if you want to add a special character at the beginning of slip number, you can hover over the left and click Add and add symbol field, and hover over again and click Batch Settings. Here you can enter the desired symbol. And you can also set the number of digits and display order of each variable. And you can drag and drop to move fields. And please note that sequence number field cannot be moved. It will always be at the end. And lastly, you can set creation trigger. Creation trigger settings will apply only for set manually option of input method. If you select auto number option in input method section, then the creation trigger field will disappear. So the first option, Buy button, will require you to click the corresponding button. So Buy button option will require you to click Function button and click Generate to generate a new slip number. On the other hand, if you select By Opening Menu option, then when you initially enter the menu, the program will display a number without having to click Function button. You can manually modify the number or use it as it is. So this way the program will give an individual number to each slip. So please follow 2 steps to set up and use inventory number function. Firstly, add inventory number input field to each input menu's screen template, either through input screen setting or through UserCustomization batch apply input screen function. Then secondly, go to the corresponding input screen setting window and click Setup for the input field. And then set up preset variables for slip number generation. Thank you.